Yeah, Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mark. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mark. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep, go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laps in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Le Cigar. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. Hey. Wild card bar. Wild card bar, I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar, wild card bar, I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar, wild card bar, I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar, wild card bar, I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening? How's everybody doing tonight? It's your boy Wild Card Mar in the building. Episode 331. Yes, I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition. Of course, if you see my face, see my partner's face. What's up, Jersey boy MJ? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, Lamar? What's going on?
Man, you know I can't complain. Everything's all good.
How was your Wednesday, bro? How was your Wednesday?
Man, I had a good time. I had a late lunch with my grandmother. Like I said, my mom's in town, so I hung out with grandma, hung out with my great auntie, and had some family time. So we had a good old time laughing at each other, picking at each other. So. Man, can't complain, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing
wrong with that. Man, how was your hump day? You get over that hump right today?
Yeah, had therapy this morning, and here we are.
Nice. I know you feeling you sound real cool, calm, and collected right now, big dog. Yeah, you kind of just
That's what it is, man. You know.
Nah, that's good, my guy.
Another day, man. Another day. Do what I do.
Of course. As always, make sure y'all shout out to my guy 40 Water, aka Silent Hill TDS. See his scrolling money by the screen. Going over to his YouTube channel. Created that dope intro for the show. So please show him some love. And then of course, all our social media stuff is on the bottom of the screen. Tap in with us. Shout out to Let's Talk Sports, Sideline Sports. And y'all know what it is, but we're gonna get down to the business. Jersey boy MJ, man, I think you got some clues for us, man. Yeah, I know you got some clues for us, man. What we rocking with today for the Jersey boy MJ Jersey review?
We come with a two-time Super Bowl winning tight end, two-time Pro Bowler, two-time All-Pro. Played for 3 different teams. 4th round draft pick. That's enough. That's enough clues. Yeah.
4th round draft pick.
That's the shit I know off the top of my head about him.
Okay. Said 2-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champ, huh?
2-time All-Pro, 3 different teams in his career. 4th round draft pick.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah, I'm stumped on this one. Yeah, hey, this might be the first time that you actually got me like, I have no idea. I really don't. This one is like, I'll probably be like so damn mad because it'd probably be something that I should be able to know. But anyway,
I think it is. I think it's something you should know. That
I know. Hey, that's what I'm saying.
It might pop into your head, but maybe not.
All right. So MJ's he's gonna go ahead and have the name of that athlete revealed, but 2-time Pro Bowler, 2-time Super Bowl champ, 4th round draft pick, played for 3 different teams. I really have no idea who this tight end would be. I'm stumped. So give me a thumbs up when you're ready, MGZ, and we're gonna get it popping. Cause I'm so lost. All right. Let's get this popping with the Jersey boy. Who we got? Lean up a little bit. My bravado? Yeah. That's why I wouldn't have got that one. Yeah. You went out of my age range, bro.
How's that for one?
I'm just saying, you went out of my age range. I wouldn't have known.
Come on, man. Your range. You were alive when that number was. Right? You were alive before then. You were born in that decade.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just saying. Like, what's up, AP? Shout out to AP. What's happening with you?
What up, AP?
Hey, shout out to my bro. You know, hey, I saw a little bit of him. I ain't gonna cap. I didn't see a lot of them.
Can you name the other 2 teams he played for after the Giants?
No, I wouldn't be able to.
He played 1 year in Cleveland and 2 years in Philly.
Yeah. We know MJ was at the Boston Tea Party.
And Lamar was my +1.
Yo,
we rolled together to go storm that shit.
Yeah, wow. Hey,
that's where the definition of riding shotgun came from.
Hey, I know I've been kind of slacking on the top plays, but I saw this the other day. It's from the Angels prospect O.A.T.
Oh Lord,
man!
This was yesterday. I think it was.
Just look at this.
The pitch. There it goes, deep to left center. It's up there. It's out there, and it's long gone. That may be the longest ball I've ever seen hit. It's a 3-run blast on a 3-0 pitch, and we are tied at 11. Come on, Joe. That ball has babies. His 20th home run of the season. The exit velocity, 113.6 miles per hour, 514 feet. That's the longest home run in all of baseball this year.
Wow.
Absolutely obliterated that ball.
514 feet.
That's some video game type shit right there. That's MLB 23.
Yeah.
MLB 23 home run derby at Coors Field.
He demolished that truck, dog. Perfect swing. Perfect swing.
He did.
I mean, that ball has babies.
He definitely went there.
Yeah. No, he man, he put that joint into another stratosphere. absolutely obliterated that ball. But hey, MJ, hottest team in baseball right now, Cincinnati Reds.
Yep.
What man?
Don't let it fool you, though. You know,
Okay.
yeah, they've won 11. They've won 11 in a row. I'll give them that. Their run differential is still at minus 14, and
So
they
it's
in
still
first
not
place.
scoring
And they in first place. They're like five games above 500, I believe now.
What's up with the NL Central?
Bazooka. Dookie, bro. They're St. Louis is absolutely terrible, which shocks me. I went with the Cubs because I thought they were gonna, for who they went and got, I thought they were gonna play a lot better. They haven't. Pittsburgh, you know what you're getting from them every year. But Milwaukee, I don't understand what Milwaukee's doing, man. They just seem to be going backwards every year. They was good a few years back with Ryan Braun and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But ever since they haven't lived up to it, man. So they're going backwards. And then you got red hot Cincinnati right now.
So they're pretty much taking advantage of the division being down.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, I can't take none away from them. They're playing some hot ball right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hottest team on the planet. So got to take it for what it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I understand. I just I just think it's no coincidence that they're getting on this nice little hot streak. The moment that Ellie De La Cruz pretty much got called up. No surprise.
They got. And the thing is, when you're bad that many years, kind of like what Tampa does and stuff. If you got a good feeder program, you got a good scouts and do your homework, and you could develop these players.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of seeing that with Cincinnati this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of young guys, called up. Same thing with Arizona. A lot of young guys on that team, absolutely balling right now. 45 and 30, I think they are 46 and 30, leading the NL West. 45 and 30, okay.
Yeah.
Leading the NL West. Playing some really, really solid baseball. So if you suck that many years, and same thing, AP's Orioles, who I picked to go to playoffs. When you're bad that many years and you get those draft picks and develop them, you see what it could turn into. Now, here's the only problem with Baltimore. They're developing these number one draft picks, and they look like they could be studs. But can they hold on to them? Are they going to pay these kids this money when it comes their turn? When arbitration's up, are they going to be able to afford these kids? Are they going to dump them and retool again? So that's always the big wonder down in Baltimore. Because Baltimore, they develop some good players, they just never hold on to them.
Yeah, I mean that's part of that small market thing. As AP says, Orioles should have won that last game against the Cubs. Them refs suck. I just think when you're a small market team, you gotta capitalize on those draft picks, because you are going to be terrible for some time. Take those high draft picks and try to win one as soon as you can, and because then, like you said, are you going to be able to pay all these guys? Same thing happened with us in Kansas City. I mean, I say it all the time. 2014 and 2015 happened because it's a collection of a whole bunch of great talent, because we were down in the stinker for many years, and then they finally came by with the right coach. So look at Texas Rangers. Look how they turn their season around. Bruce Bochy's making a huge difference.
Dude, he looks so bad. He looks so old and beat up, man.
Yeah, but he's turning his team around.
He is. Yeah, just when I saw him in an interview like 2 days ago, I was like, Jesus Christ, man!
Yeah.
Like
Buck Showalter's in Baltimore, right?
Buck Showalter is with the Mets.
Oh, he's with the Mets. Okay.
Yeah, he got hired actually last year, so this is his second year with the Mets.
Okay. And they're not doing it.
And to answer your question, Anthony, no, I don't think they should overturn it. Balls and strikes is a judgment call, and you can't challenge balls and strikes. Can't argue it either because you get thrown out. That's the shitty part. As a fan, when you see umpires make bad calls, whether it be strike or ball, in the opposite direction. Uh, Shit like that can really turn a game. It's not it doesn't determine the game so much because you play 9 innings, but one call can turn things, and that's the shitty part about umpiring because they get a lot of plays wrong, a lot of calls wrong, and I mean the only backlash is they don't get to umpire like the World Series or something, but that's a part of baseball, man. Before there was uh, camera crews and TV, you never had this, talked about this issue. Let's go to the videotape. You
Yeah.
know, balls and strikes as a judgment call, and every umpire is different too, because you could have hitter friendly umpires, pitcher friendly, neutral. Um, Umpires call games differently.
But let me play devil's advocate though. So as you say, there are pitcher friendly umpires, there are hitter friendly umpires, there's neutral umpires. Why not have it, the capability to challenge these balls and strikes as in the strike zone in comparison to your hitter? Because what did we play growing up, MJ? It was from letters to your knees. Was
And
a
that's
strike.
the way, and they technically still supposed to be that way.
Yes. So
But umpires don't so much call that.
yeah, and I get that, but what if there's a way a system that can come up with the strike zone for each player that is customized to them at every game, and depending on whether the ref calls it, and you can challenge it and say, "Oh, well, it was a ball or strike," and then you only get so many challenges. Give them like give them one challenge for calling balls and strike. They get it right, they get an extra one, but you can maybe challenge two of them. And do it in an important. I mean, hey,
I wouldn't be on board with that.
I hear you.
It's a good idea by you. To each his own. I personally wouldn't be on board with that. Because that's what the umpire is there for. The more you lean towards technology, the more you're gonna get rid of the umpires and have this computer system that they want to do. Digital umpires or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't like that either. Because framing is all part of it. As a catcher.
I hear you.
There's different rules back there. So the more you go to technology, the more baseball is going to lean into technology and just take away from the game.
Yeah, but I mean, I also am looking at it as this: they're trying to just get consistency and accuracy. And trust me, I wholeheartedly understand exactly your point of view because you are of the purest of baseball fans, and you don't want to see the game keep getting further away. But
correct.
It's like the older we get, you see it get further away from the pureness of it. So
then you know what? Then somebody needs to sit these umpires down and really have like a stern meeting. Like, we ain't gonna tolerate this shit no more. Call the game the right way, or you lose your job.
So you're willing to admit that the umpiring is pretty terrible, though?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, it is.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm not saying umpires are great. There's a lot of bad ones. Unfortunately. You see it across all of baseball. I'm not just saying as a Yankee fan. All across baseball, you see umpires blowing calls every game. Every game, there's at least one. But like I said, that's a judgment call. You already got technology for instant replay. When you want to challenge, play it first, outfield, whatever it may be. You already have that. How much more into technology do you want to get? You already got these guys with iPads after at bat. They go back to their iPads looking, boom, 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 right there. They don't have to go into the clubhouse, and pull up still photos and slow-mo. They got everything hands-on.
Yeah.
So how much more technology do you want to put into the game?
So Double J. No, I hear you. I hear you. It's just that you look at today's game, that's what people are looking for. They want a lot of action and they want accuracy in umpiring or refereeing. And sometimes I think it's impossible to get 100% accuracy on that stuff because we're human beings. And so, I mean, I don't know, man. It's a catch-22 because it's like we want accuracy, but we want it from a human.
And like I said, about the robots, do you really want to go to a game and you're watching simulation where it's a goddamn robot or machine calling balls and strikes, and I sure as hell don't.
I don't know, man.
Well, then you can have robots out in the field at all times now too. Is that what you're gonna turn into?
I mean, just
fucking R2D2's fucking rolling around.
That's his pappy and them.
And what was the robot from Rocky? Rosie? Rosie was her name?
Look. At the end of the day, MLB, you gotta find something to do with your umpires and making sure that they're calling the game, as close to as accurate as they can, because that's how you're going to continue to lose your fan base when you keep having outrageous calls, and some of them are like so obvious.
Yeah,
and I think that's why you have these conversations about having different types of instruments to measure certain calls in baseball, because it's like they be having some joints that are just so blatantly bad. You like, whoa, like are we do we need an eye test? Do we need was this an honest mistake? Like, what's really going on? Because like when they said the other day, they said the catcher impeded Andrews' path to the home plate.
Blocked the plate. That was horse shit.
Yeah, they said he blocked the plate, and I'm like, he had a clear path to the plate.
That was absolute horse shit. And they even reviewed it.
They reviewed it. Well, they called him out on the field.
Yeah,
they called him out on the field, and then somehow he got reviewed, and then they reversed it. And so that's why I'm like, when you see blatant stuff like that, you're like, yo, what is this? Like, that turns you off.
See, now they're the rule that they put in place years ago because of Buster Posey.
Yeah, he got his ankle broken. Yeah. Jason parlay bets going on.
Dude, it would not. This is professional sports.
Can't put it past it.
They push gambling down your throat constantly when you're watching these games. Constantly pushing FanDuel and BetMGM and all these other scopes, other sites. Yeah. And at the very end, in the tiniest little print, if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER or whatever the local number is for that state. Come on, man! Like, betting is taking over, and if people don't want to admit that shit like this is going on, I got a bridge to sell you. It may or may not collapse. Who knows?
Hey, man, all I know is
underneath.
I mean, all I know is at the end of the day is like you have to have that human nature part of you think about that, because it's like, just like you said, when you sit here day after day after day, you got even coupons, you got 20% off your first bet, or you place $5 bet, your team wins, we'll give you $200.
Yeah, we'll match your $200, your first bet or something. Yeah, and they entice people. They know how to fucking reel them in.
So I mean, it's kind of hard not to rule that out, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. But let's switch gears, because it's wild. Earlier in the day, it looked like it was a 3-team trade between the Clippers, Celtics, and the Wizards. Brogdon, Malcolm Brogdon was going to go to the Clippers. Kristaps Porzingis was going to go to Boston, and Cameron with the Wizards was going to get back, but they were going to get
Marquise Morris.
Yeah, Marquise Morris. Some picks, and I think a couple other cats. Nothing too crazy name wise. Some reserve guys, and literally just hours, probably like what do you want to say, about an hour ago,
Yeah, it was
about an hour and a half.
it was a little before we were about to link up.
Yeah,
actually what we're going to talk about.
He was going to get together and get ready for the show, and then all of a sudden he sees me a screenshot and he says trade fell apart. And I've never seen something so wild like that ever in my life. That all of a sudden the trade just fell apart. Like obviously just collapsed. It says
they said it was they said something due to Brogdon's injury, I believe it was.
Well, I mean that kind of kills it.
But what I was reading just before we came on that Wizards are still trying to deal Porzingis
To Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they probably like what they were going to get back. They're going to have to find another trade partner.
Yeah, man, you got a point. He might not have wanted to go, so he oh yeah, you want to trade me? Oh, I'm gonna fucking snap this real quick. I'm staying here. Let me tweak my knee real quick.
But okay, so let's say that even with this trade, they can't make it through with the 3-team trade, and I don't even know if you even put obviously if it's because of the injury, you can't put Malcolm Brogdon back into this equation anyway. I just saw it. But it won't be in a 3-way deal with the Clippers. So you either probably
the Clippers are out.
Oh yeah, I mean, but let's look at this from Boston's standpoint. So even if you move off of Brogdon, you bring in Porzingis. I mean, you're upgrading points wise, you're upgrading rebound wise. You may lose a little bit in assist, and you gain some defense. And they both pretty much played the same amount of points. All right, so Brogdon played 67 and Kristaps played 65, and that was his most productive season. And we got to remember, Kristaps is he's like 7'3", 7'4". So
Kristaps is, I believe, 7'1".
Yeah, Kristaps is a different type of 7'3". My fault. There it is.
Oh shit, he's that tall?
Yeah, he's 7'3".
Well, no, not that it's much from 7'1", for Christ's sake, but damn.
Yeah, still 7'3", but he's had his injury issues. So Double J said, the Clippers were worried about Brogdon injury history, but the Celtics Wizards are trying to work something out before midnight. Okay. Appreciate that, Double J. And hell, even if they move off of the having the Clippers and part of that 3-team trade, they could probably find another trade partner to move off or get involved in there anyway. But so I'm looking at how would Kristaps actually work with the Boston Celtics, because you see that they said they plan on offering the super max to Jaylen Brown. So he's going to get that. I think it's like 5 years, $295 million contract.
Oh, fucking God.
Yeah. So he's going to get that.
Man.
Obviously, with Porzingis' size, that gives you some. That gives you some height on the backside of your offense. Can he stay healthy? Obviously that's
been the major factor in his career. Unfortunately, guy does have some talent, but unfortunately, can never stay on the court.
Played.
So how much can you trust that?
So his rookie year, 72 games. Sophomore year played 65. Third year played 48. Missed his fourth year completely. Fifth year played 57. Sixth year played 43. Then 51 games. Then 35. Then 17. And then he just finished up his last season with 65. I mean, it's hard to pass up on such a freak of a unicorn that he is, size wise and skill wise, because he let's be honest about Porzingis. He was Wembanyama before anything. He just never could have stayed on the court because he had offensive skill set and he had, could still add his height and size to help defend the paint and rebound.
Yep.
So he was a mold of Wembanyama before that. He just couldn't stay on the court. Couldn't stay on the court. And this is what I don't know, boss. I don't know if this fits just because of he played 65 this year, but come on, if he can't stay on this, no. He's not as chunky. I don't mean to make that sound weird. He's not as he doesn't.
Yeah, you do. Don't lie. Yeah, you do.
No, he don't have the same pounds as Jokic.
No.
He's taller than Jokic because Jokic is like 7 foot 7'1". But
he's a more filled out Wembanyama.
Yeah, and so that's the thing that has always killed with Porzingis is that body just wouldn't allow him to stay on the court on a consistent basis. It's been, I just read off all the games he's played in his whole career in the NBA, and it's up and down. It's up and down. And the most he's played was his rookie season at 72.
Yep.
And he's missed the whole season. And after that, he only played 17. So it's like,
yeah, and he tore his knee up with the Knicks. But he tore his knee with the Knicks. Blew his ACL out.
It's just hard. It's just hard to think that he's going to be a consistent piece to add to that squad. Especially
I really don't see that as too much of an upgrade either. I mean, a little bit, but not to get you over the hump. He's not the answer. If that's what they're looking for.
He's not. I can't ignore the lack of playing consistent seasons. I just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, more times than not, he's playing less than half the season, or he's missing it in general. That's half of his career.
Would you say 72 is the most games he played now is his rookie year?
Yeah. And then he has a 66 game his sophomore year. 50 year, 57. Yeah, because he's not. To me, he's not playing more than half the season enough for me to even consider this. I mean, I don't care about the potential you can have for offensively and somewhat of your defense potentially, but especially when Boston is literally that close, I don't think he's doing or matter of fact, appearing enough on the court to make a difference.
He's not a difference maker.
No,
not the least bit.
But I mean, if I'm trying to figure out what's Boston's plan, what's their deal to still continue to trade and try to go get him. I'm gonna need them to try to explain on what they see.
What's the fascination with him?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Because I don't see it. Speaking of basketball, and so the draft is tomorrow, Thursday night, and there's a young fella who will be in that draft, and he's going to be a very high draft pick. Matter of fact, and
top 3.
Yeah, top 3 for sure. And he can go as high as 2. And he's not going 1. We know who's going 1. But this young fella had this to say, and
You said you were wearing black and red at the draft, right? Jordan wore black and red as a member of the Bulls. Here's my question, unrelated to that. You're young. older people, young people often have this LeBron and Michael conversation. I'm not going to ask you who's the greatest because that's old. But because you've been in Michael's presence and because you grew up liking LeBron, as a young person, do you feel like that conversation is just overdone?
No, because I actually don't think LeBron is, to go to basketball. I think Michael to basketball is Paul George. I always grew up watching him, so it's never just LeBron.
That's it. When you talk with Michael, what is something, was that when you went through your draft process, was that the first time you met him?
Most definitely. That's my first time ever seeing him in person. It's definitely exciting, He's Michael Jordan, so got to jump on the free throw line, the shoes that we wear all the time. It's kind of exciting to meet him.
What is something that you took away from that as far as just meeting him that, like, some people say, wow, like, he chews gum like this. Like, what is something random that you picked up from him that you just will stick with you forever?
Other than I seen him airball that free throw, that would be the only thing. I seen him airball free throw.
That's it.
Oh, Brandon Miller. Oh, Brandon Miller. There's so many things I can pick apart on that.
You got the floor. You got the floor in this one, bro. Because you know where I stand with LeBron. He's in my top 20. So
okay, well, I'm not even. I have no issue with him saying, "Oh well, LeBron's not my GOAT." That's fine. People are gonna have that decision. They're gonna choose that, or roll with that take, or feel the same way.
But the selection he made. What? What? You were saying you need answers from the Celtics on what their fascination is with Porzingis? I need to sit this dude down and ask him, what the? I want to be nice. What the fuck is wrong with you? Really? Paul George.
You said Paul George, dog.
You said Paul George. You said Paul George.
Hey, bro. I think
not Kobe, not Kobe,
no,
not Shaq.
Hey, I said the same thing, but then I didn't.
Too,
But I didn't think of it this way. Look what Jay said. He's trying to go elsewhere.
Maybe, or he just that. I mean, he is the kid that coming from a little bit of trouble, right? That's Alabama kid. So, with that being said, what what he has went through, this type of answer doesn't shock me from him. You already saw the life decisions that he's made, and this is just another one that he fucked up on.
Yeah, but I can actually see. Where Jay is talking about where he's trying to go elsewhere, because think about it. You keep showing you're so enamored with Jordan, and even though he's about to sell, or he did sell majority of his sales shares in the Hornets, but he still has a very minor stake in the Hornets. It's just he sold a big chunk of his stake. So he's still like slightly part owner of the owners. It's just at a very smaller amount than what it was, because he was majority owner of the Hornets. So I can see if you sitting there oohing and ahhing about Jordan, and he still has a stake in the Hornets, they're like, oh yeah, he really wants to be here. Because they already interviewed him. I mean, they get second overall pick. Of course, you're going to interview Brandon Miller. He's a top prospect. We already know who's off the board. You don't even bother interviewing Wembanyama. You don't even bother. You don't even call him. I don't care. Why would I call you? You're not. There's no way you're going past one.
I think Scoot's going to go number 2.
I think Hornets should go with Scoot. That's just me.
I would take him over Miller.
either way, you're looking at somebody who's going to be able to play off ball, because LaMelo, he's good. He's your point guard.
Yep.
So you better help. You better got somebody that can play off ball, and they can score and they can shoot. So I think Scoop would be.
I do something.
I say Scoop would be a very explosive wingman. Obviously, he's got an inside game. We got to develop more of that outside game. Brandon Miller, he is a better shooter, and that's why I think he's trying to do this, because he's like, yo, what do you give a shooter to an assister? Because that's LaMelo is there to facilitate, then get his. And so
Absolutely.
When you facilitate first, you're looking for somebody to get buckets. Brandon Miller he's the better get bucket guy than Scoop. So obviously, maybe he really just don't want to go there. So I can see where Jay is coming from on that. So we'll see. Thomas said, quick question, fellas. Who breaks first? Trailblazers or Dame Dollar? He said today he doesn't want to play with young players. Hey, man, if you don't want to play with young players, then somebody got to go. Because Trailblazers is going to be a relatively young team. And so if you don't want to play with young players, then it's time for you to finally come out and say that it's time for us to finally part with.
If they don't move that third pick, right? That's what they got. Portland's got third pick.
Yeah.
If they don't move that pick, and don't give Dame the help that he wants, this very well might be his last year. He might ask for out. And I can understand where he's coming from. You know what I mean? He's put everything into Portland, and you have done nothing to really help him.
AP saying that it trade is official. I need to look it up real quick. So we'll see. Here's my thing. If you're gonna move off a Dame, this is probably the year to do it. Because if you're gonna have a whole bunch of young players, move Dame now, and then have him, and then have all that draft capital that you can get for Dame, use it in this year's draft tomorrow night, pretty much.
Yep. And
then just reset your whole franchise, and then just start with all these young cats, and that'll give Chauncey Billups a chance to actually mold something. You know what I'm saying? Just my opinion. If that is to be true, because my thing is you can't continue to think that staying in Marcus Smart going to Memphis. Oh, we got all kind of news dropping.
I was just reading that as you were talking.
Wow.
Marcus Smart to Memphis. Yep.
So all this is pretty much pre-draft positioning.
It says Memphis will send Tyus Jones to the Wizards. Boston will acquire Kristaps Porzingis after he opted in. $36 million contract for this upcoming season. Wow. Moved off the Marcus Smart, huh?
Huh.
Right there is the replacement for Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks is Marcus Smart, yeah. Almost less antics, but he has almost the same fighter mentality. He's a better scorer though. I'll say that. He's a better scorer. He might be a big brother for him. Tell him to smarten up, straighten up. I
could have matching color hair too. They both like to fucking color their hair quite often.
Thomas, I agree with you on this. And that's why I'm saying I'm not really liking this move for Boston in this situation of getting Porzingis. Because
and now moving off of Smart.
Yeah.
Unless they got something else, up their sleeve. I don't like this move.
But it looks like they're going to be able to keep Brogdon. I mean, because if the Clippers aren't going to, obviously they're not part of that trade anymore. I'm pretty sure a lot of other teams are going to be like, well, we're not going to touch Brogdon either. And you get to keep your 6th man of the year from last year. If you're Boston, he can easily slide into the same spot that Marcus Smart was in. So, so you're not really. And yes, I understand you're losing that defensive part, but I'm saying as in roster wise, you got your replacement for Marcus Smart already in house. Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point, Jay. Especially when Josh suspended for 25 games, you get rid of your backup point guard. Maybe they think Desmond Bain could probably do a better job of a point guard. Maybe that's probably what they're relying on to go somewhere else. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why you would make that. But then, yeah, Porzingis, huh? You're infatuated with it that much, huh?
I mean,
but this is good for Memphis, though.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Hey, that might be it. That's a good question, Thomas. He might be the starting point guard for Memphis while Ja's out for the 25 games. I think that's a good take right there. He should possibly be. And then
you really want him handling the rock every time up the court?
It's just the 25 games.
Still.
Yeah, but come on. Marcus Smart brings leadership. He brings
he does, but I just don't know if I would have him as my starting point guard though.
Yeah, but I kind of think.
I mean, you guys know basketball better than I do, so maybe I could be wrong.
Think about it this way, MJ. It can be a reset on the atmosphere in the locker room. They said they weren't bringing back Dylan Brooks at all. They weren't even thinking about bringing him back. And they said they put it out there in the public. Soon as they got eliminated, he ain't coming back under any circumstances. And he definitely ain't coming back now.
Not even as a towel boy.
We just signed your replacement. And Marcus Smart brings a certain swagger and attitude, one that is very confident, but is not over the top, which Dylan Brooks was fearing too far off. But if you ask me, I would never take a Dylan Brooks over Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart, he can be microwavable on the offense, but he always brings you that defense and that mentality and that leadership. And I think this is more than just a get a point guard. This is we need to reset our atmosphere in our locker room. We need to get some accountable people. We need to get some leaders. We need to get some people that's going to balance out this crazy young guy, borderline idiotic way of thinking that we got going on. We need some maturity. I think this is a let's mature our locker room type of move for them. So that's why they pointed out Marcus Smart. I think it's good for them. I think it's definitely good for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you, Thomas Guy. I don't. In KP going to the Celtics, that doesn't put them over the top. The only thing that if he plays 65, it would, because averaging 23 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, that'll help put you over the top. But we need to see consistent you play 65 games or more. If not, then this does Boston no good if you can't play these 65 games or more.
Yep.
Does them absolutely no good. So, I mean, that's a big damn if. That's like almost we trying to get the lottery. AP says, will you think Zion going? I know you don't want to hear this, Matt, but I think the only place is New York. Knicks is the only place. They feel like they missed out on him. when he was in 2019 in the lottery draft. He absolutely adores New York. I mean, if he wants to go there, take him. He might find a way to stay healthy for you guys. I don't know. Other than that, I think he stays in New Orleans if he doesn't go to the Knicks.
I don't want him no more.
Now you don't want him no more?
On draft night, yes. Draft night, yes.
So now you don't want him no more?
I didn't want him after he got drafted that night. I was like, all right, you're done. But now, no. And who are you going to give up to get him? And take on that contract?
Hey, man.
Nah.
You never know, though.
No one else could keep that shit. No. You don't need people. You don't need Zion to put asses in the seats. Because he's going to be on the seat himself. So nah, bro. I mean, my man can't even stay healthy for fucking 2 weeks, let alone a whole goddamn season. Nah. You trying to eat his way out of New Orleans? I mean, fucking goddamn po' boys.
Portland. Thomas said Portland trade for Zion to the.
Again, it's all that matter. It's the same shit, just like Porzingis. Can he stay on the court? And he's another one that proved that he so far cannot. So how much are you willing to really invest in something like that? Because I don't even think it's a change of scenery that's going to help this guy's career.
Hey, man, off rip, you're going to have to pay him $35 million a year. At least 3.
No.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because his extension kicks in. And
Supermax deal that he signed. Or whatever kind of, whatever big deal.
I think he was 5/194 that he got from the Pelicans. No. So, hey, look, I'll say this. You already got a contract in stone with him. So if you get him, you don't have to pay him. The only thing is you got to have the space for him, and you got to be willing to take on, the question mark of his health. You got to take that on. And that comes with the nutrition part of it. And right now, and look, like I said before, I don't care what the guy does in his bedroom. Get yours. You're young. You got bread. I know what I'd be doing at 22, 23 years old if I got bread. Because I'm a fine motherfucker. So I know what I would be doing. So, but like, it's not a good look that you got this mess going on with this Mariah Mills shawty. Like, I'm glad Twitter banned her account because shorty was getting over. She was doing way too much with the situation. Oh my goodness. But your name's attached to that. And so how foolish she's looking is making you look foolish because you had the audacity to mess around with the shawty. So I mean, you that's say what you want.
You did the dirt. You did dirt, bro. Like,
well, I don't care that he, do you? You're supposed to have your fun. But all I'm saying is that when it gets out, aired out like that, and in such a messy situation, man, these corporate entities look at that and they're like, I don't want to be dealing with this old.
And the thing is, doing more. This shit is just starting. Right. You know what I mean? Like this shit ain't coming to an end anytime soon. It's gonna get nastier.
AP
Ben Simmons, let him go to the Spurs. Let him, Dame to Brooklyn. Nah, fuck that. Dame to New York. Not Brooklyn. Brooklyn ain't part of New York when it comes to basketball. So get that off the head. Knicks got the draft capital, to acquire Dame if they wanted. It's just a matter if Dame wants to leave or not.
Hey, y'all got the draft capital because y'all keep missing out. You missed out on Donovan Mitchell, missed out on Kyrie and KD, missed out on Zion. So it's like,
now did they?
Hey,
when you think about it, did they really miss out on him?
Hey, that's up for debate. And then man, so Pat McAfee had some crazy. I don't know if it's crazy, but he was on his show and said, had this little scenario, and I just want to get your feedback on this before we get off the air, big homie.
Patrick Mahomes will be able to have a never-ending supply of electrifying weapons.
Yeah.
And I don't know why every other team isn't trying to do what they're doing. And I know Kadarius Toney was supposed to be the next Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
Supposed to be the next Tyreek Hill. Well, he was at the Giants. He wasn't.
No. Joe Judge calling plays.
Yeah. Setting up for punts, which I like, but not everybody does.
Yeah.
Sure. Kadarius Toney has a hamstring.
What?
Traded the Chiefs.
What?
Feel good.
Yeah. Wow, legs feel cool.
Feel good. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah. So the Giants technically had a Chiefs-like player. And then they said, it doesn't work. Let's get him the fuck out of here. And the Chiefs were like, thank you. You run a 4-2? Thank you.
Yeah, we'll take him.
Are you untackleable? Thank you. Come on here. And then at quarterback, we got the next one. Mm-hmm. So we have an offense coordinator who knows every single play in the history of football.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, actually.
Yep.
Yeah. All of them.
Have a smarter, all of the plays in the history of football.
Yeah.
Offensively. I don't know how we're going to have to try him defensively.
Yeah, maybe not.
Who knows?
There's a chance.
Offensively, he knows every play in the history of football, and he's a good play caller. Like in games, good play caller, knows who and what to attack and how to attack it. We have a bunch of smart players. Like the core of our players, all incredibly intelligent. So we can change up our game plans. All we need you to learn, if you're not a super genius, 4 or 5 things, and we're going to be good. It's a perfect setup in Kansas City. And if they end up with Dalvin Cook and DeAndre Hopkins, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. Okay? Because they should both be in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Hey, right.
And I'm not the only fan of a team that is thinking that.
I got the money.
We'll talk to we do, and we got the time.
Well,
we got nothing but time.
Yeah.
We got nothing but time. We paid a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of money that's going to carry for us the next few years. I believe we're still kind of being punished for the Carson Wentz contract, let alone the Matt Ryan one coming in here after.
Right, sure.
So we got some shit to deal with, all right, Pac? But it would be great if another team, not just the best team, was to get involved in these types of things, and it feels like all roads are pointing to a very good squad.
Well, what's up, big homie? What do you think? He had some good parts, he had some good takes. One would think that year in, year out, Kansas City will provide Mahomes with weapons, just like any other team should. That's just good coaching, good.
So general manager doing their job.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like the upper management, that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Provide your team with the proper guys in order to win. And you see when Kansas City's got dynamic players, because where you're getting out of Kelsey year in, year out. He does everything. But you need those other dynamic guys that can really stretch the field and work with Mahomes on those broken plays and scramble out to your left. Let me fucking, slingshot it to you. The shit that Mahomes does. So that part I could see. Indianapolis acquiring Hopkins and Cook, I say no, only because they got Jonathan Taylor. So I don't see that happening. I don't know if I would give up Taylor for Cook right about now.
I wouldn't.
One can maybe debate it.
Well, let's talk about it, because I actually think it makes sense, because Jonathan Taylor.
You could go and trade Taylor.
Well, all I'm saying is that Jonathan Taylor only played 11 games last year. And I know he's been very durable for the most part. He's going into the last year of his rookie deal. I'm not saying that you're replacing him with Cook, but I think you have a very definite dynamic 1-2 punch with him and Cook. Because we already talked about how they treat the running back position money-wise. Dalvin Cook is going to have to go for the highest contract that he can get. And if the highest he can get is $6 or $7 million, even though the tag for a running back is 10.1, somewhere around there, the highest he might get offered is $6 or $7 million. and he's going to have to take it. And if it be the Colts, they got it. Pat says they got the money. Hey, D-Hop, he probably don't want less than the $15 million that OBJ got. Me personally, if I'm D-Hop, there's no way I'm going less than the $15 million that OBJ got. Not for a guy that sat out for a whole year and is coming off another ACL injury. No, I'm not taking less than it. Like compare resumes. There's no way I take less than OBJ. So if they got the money, then go get him. I don't think the Chiefs got the bread to do that. And plus, I think they got so many other things that they really need to take care of right now. You got to lock Chris Jones down. Please, for the love of God, of all Chiefs fans around the world, please lock down Chris Jones.
Yeah, you cannot let him go. You cannot.
Oh my God. Well, I mean, he still got one more year on the deal, but still, you don't want to have no issues with when it comes to signing this guy. Do you understand that Chris Jones, if it wasn't for Aaron Donald, people would literally be talking about Chris Jones? That's how good he is.
I believe so myself, yeah.
So I mean, like, is when you got a football player like that, you make sure you get him signed. That's all I'm saying. And look, I just always felt, especially when it comes to D-Hop, he would not be a necessity for Kansas City. The Chiefs just showed that they can get to the Super Bowl with, wide receivers of the like of Juju Smith-Schuster. Thank you for what you did, but I don't compare you, not even close, in comparison to D-Hop.
It would be a luxury, not a necessity.
Thank you. And I've been saying that the whole time, the whole offseason. I will continue to say it. A luxury.
If D-Hop wants to play 1 year, like a 1 year prove-it deal in Kansas City for less money, go get that ring.
I'm not mad at it.
Work your stock up.
But he's gonna have talking about team friendly deal. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
not no 15 million.
If the team really wants you, they'll find a way to bring
not
you
no Chiefs uniform, not for no 15 million, no.
Oh, no, not for 15 million, but
Hell no.
Somehow they return, Patrick Mahomes' money over and convert that to another some kind of bonus in order to sign Hopkins.
If they really wanted to, I think it already been done already.
They don't need him.
Well, that's my thing, and it would have already happened already. I mean, we're on the cusp of going into July. We're almost, about to go into training camp, and hell, maybe D-Hop is at that point in time in his career. He feel like he ain't got to do training camp. Then so be it. I don't care. But 15, no. There's no way.
I don't think he'll get that money.
Not from Kansas City. I don't
Not
see
from
it.
Anybody. I think the longer this goes, I don't think he's going to get that from anybody.
I
think what I'm having like a 1 year, 1 year fucking prove you can stay healthy type shit.
Well, plus I'm hearing too much noise of how, Pat is really loving his wide receiver core that he has in the building already. Like they're practicing with him on almost like like they're doing mini camp outside of a mini camp. Like they're kicking it. They're already building that camaraderie. I'm hearing too much noise that Pat is loving the guys he already has in the building. I just don't see it.
No, I don't.
I just don't see it. And I don't care if Chiefs Kingdom comes down on me and raises hell. I don't give a damn. What I'm hearing and what I'm seeing, I'm reading, Pat is just fine with what he has in the house. He ain't tripping. It would be a luxury.
You're just coming off a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't.
It's a luxury. MJ, what did our parents say growing up? Oh, get your hands off that shit, boy. You don't need that.
See, my household, there was no saying that. It was known. Like, you touch my father was like, you touch my shit, I'll break your fucking hand.
But I'm saying, like, you in the grocery store as a kid, you want to start touching everything.
Keep your hands to yourself, boy.
Yeah, you come up running, hey, Daddy, can I get the little toy truck? Oh, you don't need that.
Nope.
Yeah, that's luxury.
There's needs and wants, and
Hey, needs and wants.
Fucking toy is not a need.
D-Hop would be a want, and if this whole quote unquote tandem of Dalvin Cook wanting to play with D-Hop, then no, I don't. There's no way
they both gonna have to sacrifice money if that's the case.
Oh, you join Kansas City, they're sacrificing money, period, right now.
I mean, I think anybody, if they go to team up anywhere, they're going to be sacrificing money. Granted, there's teams that can afford them, like New England could afford them, but is New England going to fucking max out on them? No, that's not what New England does.
Especially on the offensive side of Kansas City, because the core is Mahomes, Kelsey, and Reed. That's the core. All right, that's pretty much the engine of the offense. That's pretty much getting this thing going.
And they proved that. They proved that you got those three, and then anybody else will make it work.
And then that's why you take the time right now on why you got this core of Kelsey, Mahomes, and Reed, and you look. They've gone to numerous Super Bowls with a middle of the road defense. Damn it, start getting Mahomes a dominant defense.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Oh, come on. That's all I'm saying. He's showing that he can get you with players that are they can work. They're not gonna be the superstars. They're not gonna be the top guys. But these guys got some talent. Yes. I'm not shitting on Juju. He had talent. He helped team to the Super Bowl.
I'll shit on him. Fuck that guy. That guy ruined my fantasy. I don't know how many times. I ain't talking about last year. I'm talking about previous year. Fuck him.
But I mean, hey man, it is what it is. Look, as a fan, I'll be all right. I will be just fine if they were on the team, but it's not necessary, and I'm okay if they don't. This is where I stand. Anyway, man, let's shut the door in this joint, man. Shout out to Let's Talk Sports, Sideline Sports. Y'all know what it is. We signed one cast with Let's Talk Sports on their YouTube channel. So if you happen to be watching us over there, just tap in with us over there on I.O.W Sports Network YouTube channel. Give us a like, share, subscribe, follow.
Hit the bell notifications.
Yeah, you know what it is. And then, of course, I.O.W Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, the YouTube channel where all the content is at. I.O.W Sports 1 on Twitter. And then you can always chop it up with me, Casey Wildcard Mar, Facebook, Instagram, and most importantly, Twitter. And then, of course, MJ, tell them where they can find you at on Twitter, bruh.
Catch me at Jersey Boy MJ, and that's Jersey with a C at Twitter. That's where you can find me posted up at. Still trying to get a hang of this shit too.
That's what it is.
I'm like the old pops to the group, man. So I'm still
we know.
Learn my way around Twitter.
We gonna get you right on the Twitter, dog. It's gonna be all right. Hey, and you know what it is. Shout out to of course 613 Fate Productions, Double J, Mike T, G Money, Man Down Sports, crew over there, Melvin Wall, Zoe, Chris, Jay. Hey, hope y'all have a fantastic Thursday. Tap in with us after the NBA draft that goes down Thursday night. So, peace and love, y'all. Thirsty Thursdays. MJ, wild card.
Sir.
Silent Hill, TD, yes. Hitchhiking